And now the elites are doing everything they possibly can to survive the revolt, to quell the revolution. Here's a little bit of what he wrote here. He writes, "Wars by the elites on the people were flaring in English-speaking nations on both sides of the Atlantic. It's being waged fiercely in Westminster's palaces, House of Commons, and also in the House of Lords, and in the newsrooms and green rooms of American journalism as well. You could argue it's the subject, open or veiled, of almost all recent British and American opinion journalism. But what I find most interesting is that the same elites who proclaim themselves the guardians of accepted mores and norms of civility have been freely and self-righteously abandoning those very mores and norms without a hint of embarrassment." And so he goes on to give the example of the 21 Tories, those supposed members of the Conservative Party, right? This conservative versus liberals, no longer the case. They defied Prime Minister Boris Johnson, defected from their party, and voted in solidarity with the political left, which in turn effectively handed the government over to the leftist anti-Semitic Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn. And the reason they were able to do that was because the House Speaker abandoned the long-standing precedent to allow such a vote in order to undermine Boris Johnson's policy on Brexit. The British Speaker's he's supposed to be politically neutral, kind of like an umpire overseeing a Wimbledon tennis match, right? But he violated that neutrality and allowed a vote to take place knowing full well of the unprecedented defections. Not only that, but when Boris Johnson then called for snap elections, Jeremy Corbyn became the first minority leader to actually reject the call for elections. I mean, think about it. What possible rationale would a minority leader have in rejecting snap elections? I mean, let that hit you.
He knew damn well they wouldn't win because their polls are going down.
He's a minority leader. He's a loser by definition, so he can't lose, right? He has the opportunity to take over the majority. If you fail, you just assume the same position you've been in of late. So what's the problem? Well, the problem is that Jeremy Corbyn knows he'll lose even more seats.
I will put that in the description box. Now just let me say, please look in the description box also for 2 other videos, which will be, or 3 other videos actually. One other that I've shown a little bit of here, and which is Boris Johnson up in Scotland with the most wonderful bull, and also the website that I put up some while ago called Transform Your Life from Stress to One of Joy, Health and Abundance. And it's a very good way, I call the process of clearing out and transmuting, not just weeding, but replanting positive thought forms into your unconscious or into your conscious. And the other one is the Metamorphosis event, which Leslie Fieger is putting on, and that is a wonderful event. Go onto that link and watch the information there and really give it full consideration. We are moving into another dimension. We're moving into another timeline. If we want change in our lives, we better go get on the train of change. This is Katannya Alven saying God bless and enjoy the watching, and I'll talk with you soon in my next video. And sorry they're few and far between at the moment, but I'm packing, I'm trying to do certain things to get ready to get on my own personal train. Okay, God bless. Bye-bye.